The Quilt CAD feature is found only on the Dream Motion Pro software. It's used to create an entire quilt layout. You can create single patterns, pantographs, borders, and sashings in Quilt CAD. From the opening screen of the Dream Motion Pro software, select Quilt CAD from the Other Features menu on the right side of the screen. When you first open Quilt CAD, the default settings open a basic quilt in the size of 40 inches by 40 inches with 5 8 by 8 blocks per row. To adjust this, select Size. Set your quilt's height and width first. I'm going to choose 70 inches by 70 inches. Next, set the block size you're using. I'm going to use 10-inch blocks or the number of blocks per row. I'm going to use 7 by 7 across and down. Quilt CAD will automatically adjust the size of the quilt to accommodate the block requirements you suggest. Always remember that Quilt CAD block selections are persistent. Once you've selected a block or blocks, they remain selected until you deselect them. This is important. Let's select a pattern. Click Pattern Select and choose the pattern you'd like to start with. A little more about selecting your blocks. You can select them one at a time or drag your finger or stylus along and select multiples at once. I find to clear your selections, it's easiest to simply select everything twice, like this. You can also click on the Select All tool in the top left corner of the quilt selection window if you prefer, twice to clear. Let's begin with the border blocks. Tap the Quick Border Select tool in the upper right corner of the quilt selection window. Now click on Place Pattern and it will appear in all the selected boxes. You can adjust the size of the pattern to fill the block more or less. Select Size, close the lock to lock the aspect ratio, and touch Max to bring the pattern up to the maximum size within each of the selected blocks. Clear selections so we can go to the next part. Now, let's select every other block from the remaining open blocks and select a new pattern. We're going to place the pattern into the selected blocks. Select Size and Max and make the pattern fill the space. Finally, select the remaining open blocks and again select a new pattern. Place the pattern into these blocks. Let's take a look at this quilt design. Do you like that the third design doesn't fill the blocks it's in, or would you prefer that it did? Is the outside design too busy? You can audition others easily enough. Maybe one more for good measure. I like this one. Let's rotate it. Click Rotate in the button on the right. 45 degrees looks good. That puts it on point. Between the included patterns and those you'll design yourself, your creative possibilities are nearly endless. There are so many features in Quilt CAD that we haven't touched on. Be sure to take the time to read the manuals that come with your Dream Motion Pro software. Where do you find them? Click on the user manuals on the main menu. The included PDF manuals will pop up. Select the topic you're looking for and dive right in. Have you been creating with your Dream Motion Pro software, Dream Fabric Frame, and Dream Quilter 15? Please be sure to tag us on Facebook and Instagram so we can see what you've made. See you next time.